everybody! Let me just crank down the volume a little more. I do believe it's time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Today we're not leveling a class. Today we are going to be finishing another part of the main story. Let me just go to the gameplay scene. Takes a bit to initialize. Where is the nearest? There is the nearest Aethernet shard. So we need to go to the Aetherite Plaza. Actually, the broom is closer. Because we are fighting Nidhogg. Yes, the big angry worm. Which means we are about to get another good song. Look at this look at the chaos here. Yes, we will venture onto the steps of faith. Oh, whoops. Just... Oh, I might be slightly under-leveled. We are about to fight Nidhogg. Final steps of faith. Join. Let's do this. Nidhogg. Nidhogg, your end is here. Here we go. Wait, is that... Oh, wait. Yeah, Nidhogg is definitely a full party level threat. There we go, Heavenswood. Oh, we're about to get some tomestones. Fulton's Reign and Nidhogg's Rage. It's the Minstrel's Battle version of the fight against. Here we are, just waiting. Let me just go ahead and get set up properly for this. Wait. Oh, it's game time. Shit. Let's. You are toast. Nidhogg! Wriggling maggots! I shall grind you to paste within my jaws. Thanks! Get him! Ow. Ow. Bloodbath. Come, my children, claim the vengeance that is rightfully yours. Oh fuck. I've gotten the camera fucked. Blasted hostile pasta. Ow. Nidhogg, you fucker! Come on, then! You champions of man, hearken to my fury. Thy final verse is sung. Cursed in the night, I race the Come on, hit him! 1, 2, 3, and hit it, and go and stab! And stab! Lost la pasta. Oh shit, spread, 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 spread. Run. All along. Spread, spread, spread. Shit. Spread out, spread out. Next phase! Good brother, thou hast doomed me! But if I must meet mine end, and all shall burn upon my pyre. You think? Stack, stack, stack! Stack, stack, stack! A deafening falco. I'm healed! I'm down! I'm gonna quickly change the voice changer
On the main switch, slain twice by...
Oh, he is down. He is down. GG. Estinian. Stinian! Is it him? Is it a Stinian?
Estinian!
Wait.
No.
No.
Is it to be mine end?
Yes, it is, Nidhogg.
I will not allow it. I am of the first brood. I am vengeance incarnate. I am Nidhogg.
Oh, you fool.
Thou shalt die by my hand.
I do believe that the Stinian still has some control.
This is not your hand, worm!
Stinian!
Thou wilt open.
Shut up.
I would ask one last favor of you, warrior of light. Finish me, now, while I have the beast subdued! You waste your time. Kill me! It is the only way! Ending Nidhogg will be my final duty! No! You can't die like this! I won't let you!
Launch the fucker. Zo. Kijk. Hof. Huh? Wat was ervan? Oh, there's the song again. Yo. Kaboom. Undone.
Immortal will wither now.
There they go. Oh no. Did you just... Alfie, did you just see what I saw? Stab it. Stab it. Toss it off, both sides of the steps of faith. Oh, the pixels on that.
The eyes! Cast them into the abyss!
Understood. And 1, 2, 3, on. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, this button, this option didn't work when I had my when I had Warudo up and running. This one didn't. This entire scene didn't work when I was running it on my when I was doing the charity streams last week.
Oh, Estinian, my ill-fated friend. Lucia, summon the healers. I want them ready to receive him.
At once, Lord Commander.
Allow me to do this much, at least.
Hraesvelgr.
The Horde have sensed the fall of their master, and scattered to the winds.
You have my gratitude, Hraesvelgr. Your deeds this day have saved a great many lives.
Then our alliance have served its purpose. Thou didst wield the power I granted thee well. 'Twas thine own skill, and not mine eye, which earned thee victory.
Actually, no, I should just not use a voice change, use a voice filter for that one. I wish thy companion a swift recovery. Fare you well, children of man. Hope to see you again, Hraesvelgr. To bring you good tidings.
The battle is won. We can do no more for Estinian now than bear him home and wish him well, even as Hraesvelgr did. The rest we must trust to the hands of the healers and the grace of the gods.
Who done it most of all, since, well... I mean, this is Ishgard we're talking about. Oh! Injured boy is once again walking. I bid you welcome, savior of slayer of Nidhogg. Ever do the gates of Ishgard stand open to our savior. Through the haze of pain, I swear I sensed... No. The past is done, and we must look to the future. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. His foul spirit cast out once and for all. I only pray that Estinian survives the ordeal. Heroes of the... And now for a quest, Heroes of the Hour. Let me just say... Need... Are we where we here? Alphino seems distracted. Your battle with Nidhogg's shade will beget many an epic ballad, Knazy. And rightly so. It was, without a doubt, one of your more epical victories. Though, I must admit that I took greater joy in seeing you emerge from the experience unscathed. Oh, Alphino, you weren't there for that. I got my ass handed to me multiple times. If it weren't for my allies, I wouldn't be standing here. And not only for your sake, for your own sake. Had you not been there to aid me, those infernal eyes would still be fused to Estinian's mail. And even with Nidhogg gone, I cannot help but wonder how much of our friend remains. Let us pay a visit to Lucia and beg news of his condition. Look, there's also a little cut. Look, on this outfit, there's basically a little cutout for his tail. Lucia. Knazy, Master Alphino, my honored friends. As if winning Reisvager was to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I know not how to thank you. My own contributions were hardly noteworthy. The true saviors of the day were Knazy and Estinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Estinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitalier captain. I am told he is yet to regain consciousness, but as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Emmerich is never long from Estinian's bedside, and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmund and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Very well, First Commander. Come, Knazy. It seems we are awaited at Fort Hall Manor. And we'll do that after the break. Wait, this... Oh, there, that different line. Nope, no different line there. I'm gonna see if there's any named NPC. Dorel might. Dorel might have something here. Nope. That's just a guidepost NPC. Sega. Seem to be anything. It's a house full of character. Welcome back, chat. We are awaited at Faltar Manor. What does this knight have to say? Good morning to you. Welcome, Master Liaches. Shall I show you inside the manor? Oh? Dialogue?
The heroes of the hour return.
Oops.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
Oh, look at all the water.
And while we're on the
Fool's
subject
Train
of
Hill.
valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
That pales.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
Oh, nice shade there, Onawa.
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions. I had chambers prepared in expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
There he goes.
Our master Alphino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts. In which respect he has come to resemble you, warrior of light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
I will. See you again soon. Let's get some dialogue. Steward? We're prepared for your safe return, Master Leontius. If I may be so bold, welcome home. Artorel. At long last, Nidhogg is gone. No true son of Ishgard could wish for more. Yet scores of my brother knights fell in battle. I find my joy tempered by their loss. Madeline, without the guiding hand of yours truly, House Helenard's famous dragon killers wouldn't have killed half so many dragons just now, as I shall be sure to tell my lady when we next meet. Onoa, if my lord's irrepressible optimism were ever to fix upon something about which he had cause to be optimistic, I dare not think what he might achieve. Edmund, go, warrior of light. We will not begrudge your time spent at a comrade's sickbed. There we go. Blech. I tripped over my words again. Hello. Just a random NPC, just a random player. Old Commander. Kanazi, my friend, what can I do for the safety of Ishgard? You seek Master Alphen. He came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at the Sinian's side, I could not well refuse him. Though he would sooner faint than admit it. The boy must be exhausted by Reisvalger's trial and all that followed. The Sinian is blessed to have such a devoted comrades. The Litany of Peace. Hey, I get a wind-up Emmerich. Dragon Song Orchestral Roll and the Alpine Coat. Which is apparently a glamour item, I think. Judging by the way it looks. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past. Shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. When I learned his name soon enough. But Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so, I might have remained, had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind. Revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alphino he sees something of his lost sibling, and in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alphino has found the elder brother he never had. Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once. And I can well understand Alphino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary. Is he? Tell him I'm on my way. Both of us, let's go. Both of us, let's go. Quickly, Knezzy, we must go to him. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Let's go. It's cutscene. It's long cutscene time, as is going to happen during the near the end of patch. Let's go.
Estinian!
To activate the auto dialogue. He breathes. There he is.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead. Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
You're welcome.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me? There is naught to forgive, Emmerich. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
Oh!
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness. The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind. Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest. Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
My friend.
He has tired himself with too many words. I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
Understood. The man needs rest. Alfno, I do believe we need that as well.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the Steps of Faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state. 'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic. The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons. Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident. His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
Mr. Speaker.
Though he strove at first to refuse this honor, the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept. And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir. Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace. The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on Dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an Azure Dragoon for a new age.
Oh, look, it's Estinian. Oh, look, there he is.
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten. The din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
From the memoirs of Count Edmund de Forton, Heavenswood. And here we see the man writing it, I think. Yes. There we have it. I'm tempted to pull the book. Wait. I see. He's not the Azure Dragoon anymore. Oh, loading screen. We're back. Oh, Emmerich wants to talk. We're in a special story mode. I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, and in all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending his way towards the city on Dragonback. Welcome home, Kinesi. Nay, it was no grave matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state, that I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your impossible feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I then to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest that is this that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords. But these questions are for me to answer. Is it not in a man's nature to change over... It is not in a man's nature to change overnight. This I learned through painful experience. And was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow? even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundament of our legacy. I hear word from Captain Whitecake that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Thank you, Knazy, and please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alphinaud. And there goes the speaker of the house. Time to walk over to Fortin Manor. I know, wrong way, but so be it. Wait, what's this? Another side quest. Ooh. Yes, let's enter. Let's first talk to Tataru, then. You saved the day again, Knazy. Not that I ever doubted you would. Mr. Leaches, Solette. My name is Solette. Sorry, I just began working here, and you're rather famous, you see, and pray excuse me. I had my spirit ready, Master Leaches. I'm proud to say that my hand only trembled ever so slightly. Alphinaud. You spoke with Sir Emmerich. You spoke with Sir Emmerich? I do not envy him in his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Emmerich to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations, and a seemingly endless procession of primals. But we too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. Complete. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Oh, we're back in cutscenes. Oh, we're on the Wars of Darkness. Oh, let's... of course. Thank you, Blanes. Nay, you need not remain here. No, we shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is proceeding as expected, then. there is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Wait, is that? That's not out. That's not out. Dad cred! Wait, that's not Alphino, that's Alizé, I think. Damn it. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. That ain't Alphino. It's Alizé wearing Alphino's outfit. As dusk did grey mists give way to azure skies, man and dragon rise above, voices joined in song. But beneath shrouded boughs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. And we have a achievement, floor the horde. Let me check. Achievements, last 5, obtaining data. Complete the main scenario, we have got the... claim that reward because I need to claim these. And activate the wind-up emery. Let's see how this looks on him. Just... oh. Unable to change gear. Insufficient armory chest space. This is just... it looks ridiculous on him. And that's to be expected when you're dealing with the... oh, wait. I'm realizing I'm giving my subs a little bit of special content. Let's talk to this House Forton Knight. Promises kept. For a new day dawns in Ishgard, and House Forton and the House Forton Knight has tidings for you. Eggnog, wildwood scrambled eggs, or spaghetti carbonara. Let's go. Maslayaches, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you have been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emmerich de Morel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Morel, cordially invites you to Maslayaches to dine with him at his estate. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangement for the peace conference was still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure. But with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I would, but I haven't the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? You would ask me? Well, I'm sure as a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, you are at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least that's what Lord Manolin has been heard to say. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologica. A man of House Borel shall be waiting near there to escort you to the rest of the way. I need to get that alpine coat then. Put the alpine coat on then. Let's first change into my gentleman's attire. Like that. Let's actually do a proper, just a relaxed walk. You married us of the Silverfoot. Let's see minions. Venerable. Summon them all over. See how that helps. Oh. Boop. 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 Greetings and well met, Master Liaches. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel. Though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being accountable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure. For this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Let's see. Also, yes, I did put on the Alpine coat, just for because they suggested it. Look at him, just yapping away. This looks delish. This looks delicious. Absolutely wonderful.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly. Oh.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Indeed. What? The wine. No, thank you. I still have a chocobo to ride back home. Tea. Ah, good. Tea! What? Is he about to say something?
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes.
Nor would I presume to imply otherwise. Neither I nor any man alive can truly understand what you have endured, and I cannot say with any confidence that I would have acquitted myself as well under the circumstances, much less grown stronger for it. By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
To our continued friendship.
May I ask a personal question?
Ask away.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
Wait, what's going on?
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Who sent it?
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
God. Not again.
For every ending marks a new beginning. From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did he. Only to be drawn onto another battlefield, Another cause. As if by fate.
Wait, is this the start of 3.0? Because this is a new narrator. Oh, wait, is this the start of 4.0 or something? Let me in. Wait, 1 moment. Just in case it's an ambush, I am putting on battle gear. Vanguard? Wait, that's...
Yes.
Alizé? Yep, it's Alizé.
Is that... Alizé, Alphinaud's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness.
Those fuckers again.
I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alizé took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
Oh yeah.
But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphinaud. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer.
Alizé.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelphatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Here I am again. Long cutscenes today, huh? Surely they won't let her... Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Did I not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? I'll take the spaghetti carbonara. On to Shadows of the First. As Alphino and many others know all too well, there is no rest for the righteous. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Love as Naf, when they were confronting Ravana. Gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand. But I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alisaie risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Knazy, will you accompany me to Zelvatol and help me stop the exile's ritual? Count on me. Given that Ishgard shares the border with the Exalia homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the beastman's intrusions into Curfin lands to a point. But the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You will have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelvatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and Exalia dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wise to cross into Zelfatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelfatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the exile. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In the event Mrs. Alisaie regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Speaking of which, I should check out the airship landing. Sure, it's very late in Eorzea right now, like 10 minutes just past midnight. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, there he is, Arturel. My father has relinquished the title of Count and named me as his official successor. I expected to feel different, but the truth is a little has changed aside from the manner in which people address me. I am the same man I was yesterday, though I know not what the morrow may bring. Count Arturel. Count the Forton. blue window again? Oh, the sea of clouds. Oh, this part. I can fly there! And I'll fly to the city-states. Good. But I don't need to go to the city-states. I need to go to Camp Dragonhead. Warp. 172 gil, and here I am. There is Alfie. Have everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Natalan, and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed that House Fulton knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through. Let's take the chocobo ride. Sure, they said not to fly, but here I am. You said the path was clear! Master Layaches, Master Alphino. As you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something, and we don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelphator as you see, and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search the site for the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the exile. If they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. And we go to Zelphator. Into oh, I can do it with a party of NPCs. Good. This sounds like the soundtrack from Final Fantasy X. Oh, good God, big rocks.
Away with you!
Away with you! wait, there are rocks.
Away with you! Away with you!
Felt like overkill, but it worked. Heads up, rocks! Why are they angling on me? Blood.
I have my pride! Away with you!
Into the cage. Why for the sake of I spare this one's will?
Away with you!
Come on high, we rain down there. Yes, pop, bud. Zero. Fight really well. Death to the fabulous! Oh, shut up, world panel. there's a clue. Azumgo Strong Beak. You wanna sneeze?
Away with you!
There's bonus loot though. Draw their ire, I'll get the loot.
Away with you!
Bone key. Yes, it's a bone key. Oh, that actually hurt me as well. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. It was in fact a bone key. There we have it. Oh shit, I don't have it. Fuck it. Let's get the loot. Earrings of Fendi. Everyone on the lift. Oh wait, I have to just pull it. Whoa. The party will join me on the next floor. Which isn't the same area. Which is a bit unfamiliar for me because I don't know how. I haven't seen that happen before. At least not to my knowledge. Heads up, spikes. Spikes are offline. Good. Next batch of enemies is... Oh, they're up against the boss fight now. At least the mid-boss. I totally see them. You have to think. It's just a flesh wound.
Away with you!
Controls around.
I have my pride!
Good. Tombstones of Poetics. Wow, we're up high. There we go, we're in line. No overlap, let's go. Let's raise your spot. Let's raise this spot. No, don't think so, buddy.
Away with you!
Go for it! It was a dream within a dream, I think. Normally we're reactionary. This time we're being proactive.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The Knights have secured our...
Well, well. What do we have here?
You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Well, about that. They failed to summon it.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
Now, let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Yeah, no.
Enough, Jarumal. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
Yeah.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering, and the reflections it created.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light.
Which means...
But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
We'll see in a later X-Pack.
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
Which means...
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the Source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Did he... Alfie? Did he seem at all familiar to you? I just realized game audio was way higher. All things considered, we should be grateful to survive that encounter. Okay, back to Ishgard, I guess. Back to Foundation, to the Congregation of Harm Knights Most Heavenly. Two sides of a coin. Let me check the wiki, because... Okay, I'm still not on... Okay, I'm on 3.4. Soul Surrender. Checking ahead, see what happens. Found it. We're already on 3.4. Wait, recruitment notice. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily abandon that one because I am not ready for that. I am not ready to be building that shit up. Plus, the reconstruction is already done. That's when I want to level up my crafters. Look at that, she's...
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelfatol while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
As much as a success as it can be if you prevent the summoning of a primal and therefore piss off the people you were actually hunting for.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Tataru, master seamstress. There we go. We're back into gameplay. Or perhaps for but a second. Would I be right in assuming that you haven't spoken with my sister since one of the memorial services, was it? Quite at 12, it seems a lifetime ago. I would like to think we have both grown since then. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Damn! Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceases to impress. Though for a moment, I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praised at 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time at the studio when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered? Sister, please, she was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? So be it. Another time, perhaps. It's an honor, Knazy. I realize this we are barely acquainted, but having heard so much about you, it hardly feels that way. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. Ah, yes. The carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Bremont managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different. More resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who's ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur. Nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I am here today, because I would regret it if I weren't. That's all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Orianja can be of assistance. Time to teleport. Nope, not yet. Horizon. Oh, God rays. Damn. check. Archer. Not yet Bard. Level 33, so... Probably was just chatting with Tataru just there. Ryanje! Apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alfredo, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. So basically... I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serves but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised that the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians did not have similar designs elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou art wise to come hither, for this very day I did receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Malfa. Ogomra stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumours, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Kinesi. Thank you for your counsel, Urian. Hey, thanks for the
Incoming
thanks for the raid, Julia.
Massacre with 4 users.
I was in the middle of a dialogue here. Just thank you for your counsel, Urian J. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. Oh, is Alizé about to say something? Yes. If I may, brother, Urian, is there anything else you'd like to say? Yes, you must disrupt dialogue. Anyway, for those who haven't tuned in before, I'm Mecha12. Also, I am an English language VTuber stuck in digital space, of course. Let me just go to this scene for a moment. That happens. That just happens. I don't know why it decides to duplicate these alerts, but it does. So be it. Anyway, I am happy to have you all here. Yes, it's just because these are completely separate scenes. And there it triggers again because this is yet another different scene. There, that got it out of its system. Oh, Ryanje? Alizé? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Otter had the power to break down the barriers between planes, and that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask you to research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Garun Oracles. Mayhap you should start there. You could start there. Oh, she sees right through him. Why'd I leave? Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Camp Overlook, luckily, is a teleport destination. Nanosea, there we go. bleeding. 7 health. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we won't want any. Well, fancy that. Just one of my kobold problems look like coming to a head. The Silence of the Seventh Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. Not yet. I want to talk to Alfino and Alize. Come, let us speak with Commander Bleedin. Or is it Bloodin? I don't know. See if there's any truth to these rumors concerning Titan's return. That had better be the sulfur. Oh. Just gonna skip through this dialogue because I've already spoken it. So our friendly neighbors in Gomara have gotten much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, I spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would you? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? There's a goblin sneaking around here trying... Oh no, a kobold in the camp trying to steal some crystals. It would appear that to corroborate the Rianja's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan's summoning. And that means finding and questioning this kobold. I am taking to the skies. Not back here. Back here? Alas, no. Oh wait, this place is... Yep, there he is. Alright then. After him! Still, oh wait, farm, I'm not, no use, pointless, hopeless, no use. Summon Chocobo because it's time to get high. I got a little of high too. Please don't hurt me. I was like, yes, just talk. Ah! Stupid plan, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. Yeah, he found me. I got what to do. Solid one. Thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, I came to talk. I asked for help. And when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, but I... Now. Let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What's your name, child? Pikmin Gabu, the 620th Order, at least. I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister Alize. Daisy, the man who found you is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bleeding here asks that you take his... thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu. But you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? I am, No one's going to hurt you, alright? No, we're here. I promise. The Patriot, the Patriot don't summon the Great Father again. You have to stop him. Beat him. Fight him. Stop him. Abu's parents said I didn't want it, and along with many others. But the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace. I didn't want to believe them. But I have heard tales of folk fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12. That is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen. I only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Oh, now he's gone too far. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should worst come to worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready, just in case. Run! This is no walking matter, this is running matter. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance that Titan manifested already. I cannot speak for the prisoners, 12 of mercy. That they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. The beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. I love it when there's a long quest name. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them. And if we gather enough, he will return. That's why Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. Was just thinking the same thing. You know where these crystals are stored? Oh, I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Quickly! This way! Theft. It's just that. I'm certain that night once bore as guardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out a pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to curves to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party. Most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Fankred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As I said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. Next one is last and very large. Very big, very huge, very large. Superlatives, but with very. Survey. Wait. Confound it. What about you, Kenhazy? Any luck? Nothing! This cannot be! Gabu saw them! Spotted, saw! Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why? Within Ogomoro, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again. That's the only explanation. What about Modern Father and the others? We have to help them! And we will, Gabu, we will! Stay calm. We still have time. They've yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth is past. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There's no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander Bleeding's custody. Custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Here you go. Have the crystal. Somehow we managed it without getting spotted. Despite me flying right over top of them. Ah, I take this the infrared we seek then. Right then. Not again. Quickly, you crot! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! We will not suffer any further delays! Surprise! Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers! Here! But how did you... Where are my parents, Patrick? Where are they? Dead. Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster. How could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, and that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the Overdwellers. No, Alizé, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people. Anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering to your own kith and kin. You've sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at Overdweller's convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you! Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers! You take and you take and you take, and when you had your fill, you sue for peace. Your problem is that this time is the last until you grow hungry again. But when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live. That our god drains the land of Ether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You will not ruin ours. You said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. 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 Oh. Is he summoning? Oh, I think it's time for a boss fight. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up! Oh, you just... Seven hells! I'm here, I'm here. Alphino, leave him to me. We must away. Is Alfie just soloing him? Find a 12. How can I be so foolish? Should have known better than let Gabu accomplish us, given what we would like to find. His anguish and despair serve to bring to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it's that while many crystals were present, they represent but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be it as it may, the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Ether, the stronger he will grow, and should Titan be permitted to leave Gomorrah, more lives will be lost, and the Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Daisy, you know what must be done. Will you face Lord of Crags once more? There we go. I have to fight this one again. Which is funny because I had to do it before. And I'm gonna do it again. Now I need to wait for people. Fight well, Casey. Fight well. Oh, he's out cold. So anyone who can join in on Final Fantasy XIV on the EU data centers, queue for the naval. Please. Hard. This is music. Voices. Discard the antique breeches. I'm putting on BRB 1 week queue. See you in a mo. Wow, we already have 3 of the DPS, one of the healers, but none of the tanks yet. Sorry, I just wanted to mention that. See when I'm. I do believe it's the time. Whee! It is time to fight Titan again. For the 3rd time. A full party! Oh no. I said I'd come, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, you son of a... Destroy the bomb bullet! I can't find you. Destroy the planet gem. God, this was a loud quest. Roman-based world. Help. That hurt so bad. Okay, I'll take it. I guess back to camp. Camp Overlook. I always mix Bronze Lake and Overlook up for one another. I always mix up Bronze Lake and Overlook. Alpha, no, it is done. There he is. Did I not tell you he would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Good. There's been enough tragedy this day. He's been like that ever since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is most certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Azel's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Beneath the star-filled sky, there is naught to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Bloden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Sure. I'll look ridiculous with this umbrella up, but... Sure. Rain check. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. But they said you had matters well in hand. Titan's dead. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it. But not half as glad as my men'll be, believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal. And there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong. Like, we were all prepared to do our part. But we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that. Which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for a celebration. Now, I know you lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? I'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Is it spoken?
Who goes there?
Oh, it's spoken. Don't worry, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
I can understand why. This is
He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas.
I cannot blame you. This is an amazing view.
It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me.
Poor Jose.
Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger.
Yeah.
Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Yeah. I traveled far and wide with two companions, Stinian and Azel, who were very...
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
That they were.
I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving.
Believe me, Estinian is absolutely incorrigible. I don't even know
The
where
hopes
he is
and
now.
dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the sake of those we hold dear.
Hells, yeah. I have drum. I have a drum. Yes. Yes. Also, Crystal. Crystal! But is that same scholar as before?
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this.
Oh, that's the Urianger equivalent then. Or is it actually Urianger in a mask?
Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Oh.
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scions' thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Oh, so he is Urianger.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Wait a moment. Is Urianger playing both sides?
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
Don't think we'll go easy on you, bud.
It shall be done.
Yep, that's Urianger, all right. So, Urianger is stabbing us in the back. Good to know. And here I thought he could be trusted. Anyway, let's finish up this quest and then wrap the stream. There they are. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it's any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Bloom, something tells me you are not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. Not sure if he even not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness. He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and despair, he is still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... No, I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there's nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alize, thank you. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Now, where do I need to go? Pray return to the waking sands. I swear, for my Final Fantasy streams, I should just make a separate scene collection where I just have the button Pray return to the waking sands just as a button option to press. I see a wind up Estinian! Oh, easier. I have returned to the waking sands. Urianje, I have heard of glad tidings from Agomoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. I would like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Now let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garoon oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture. One of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and free, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. And for what cometh of these reflections, when day and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then, if the Warrior of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh, and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcend light in the manner the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way into a void where none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, God, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond the shadow of a doubt. Unless thou wonder at their motive, I would have you remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rauger. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Alain Royal's network of spies. Surely you jest. And yet, it's not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is relevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Kinesi, Alize, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? She knows. She knows. Yes, of course. I would like to hear what they have to say for themselves. Firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. What? Alpha, no. Alize, Fankred, are you listening? Oh, Alpha, no. Alize, Kinesi, this is Fankred. I should just make a button where if this happens, you see, this is Fankred. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. And you have them? And you have them. And the crystals too? What few remained, Probably it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. "'Twas bound for Little Alamigo," we are told, been received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And here I was thinking I might be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Wait a moment, there's more. And I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Eileen Ryle, the famous Ivy herself, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Fankred, I fear I must inform you that... Fankred, with whom else have you shared this information? About smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Justola next. But there is someone else... But is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. She knows. Oh, by the 12 she knows. What in the world has gotten into her? It's twice that we've sought Urianje's aid, and twice has she treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Lavalleur estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little Alamigo awaits. Talk to Alize. Maybe she'll inform our friend. Maybe she'll apprise Kinesi of what we know. That Urianje may be a traitor. Maybe... I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It's been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianje? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Kinesi, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right, to more pressing matters, since we have no idea when Fankred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Time to finish the quest. And now, let me just step back, turn around, and go to the chatting scene. Mute the game, start the music. Now to find out who we can raid. Dashboard.twitch.tv. There we go. It's 50% horse, 8% lol. Time to raid out. click. Following. Let's check in on Reska, I'd say, or... No, let's not check in with Reska. That's once again still an endurance race. Or in... No, it's Indy at... It's IndyCar at Daytona. Let's send it over to Lithium Fox, who figured out that 3D models are very nice. Lithium Fox is currently driving, so the message is box for hards. Anyway, goodbye.